is the Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers Postgame Show and react on the game.
It's time for the Lakers Postgame Show tonight as we recap Game 16 of the season from LA Live. Lakers Mavericks is a final.
Lakers basketball is a final.
877-710 ESPN.
This is the Lakers Postgame Show.
Tipping off now.
Here's Beto Duran.
Good evening. I know you might be watching this game and saying, what is that? No, you might see the result and say, what is that? Or, wait, they came back? You gave up on it? Lakers lose tonight 104-101. I'm your host, Beto Duran. Thank you for joining us here on the night before Thanksgiving Eve. Wherever you may be, if you're driving home for the game, if you're at home preparing the pie or getting that turkey ready or the ham, whatever it is you want to do. This game, I don't know how to feel. They were down 20 at the end of the third quarter. So my routine on game nights, I stay through the third quarter, I do my third quarter update, and then I pack up and I walk across the street to LA Live. It takes about 2 minutes, by the time you get out. I walk in the studio, I see Will Flores, who's running our board here tonight. I'm like, what's up, Will? This game's done, right? Usually I come into the studio that I'm broadcasting from right now, and I sit up and I'm intently watching. Tonight, I just sat there because they were down by 20. I'm like, this game's done. Like, dude, the Lakers were tired. Second night of a back-to-back. 3 games in 4 nights. 4 games in 6 nights. It's been a good stretch for them. And I'm watching this in the studio with Will, and I'm not really paying attention. I'm listening to John Ireland and Michael Thompson doing a great job all the time. And yet, I'm watching this, and I'm like, Will, are they getting closer? Are they going to do this? Are they getting closer? And I thought, with about 8 minutes to go, they're going to make a run, but they're not really. And then Dallas got cold. Dallas couldn't hit a bucket at all in the fourth quarter, and they were chopping in. They were chopping away. I'm like, damn, they're in this. So I hustled into the studio, got my computer set up. I'm looking at all the stats. Like, are they really going to pull this off? They didn't. LeBron misses a shot at the end, and here's what it sounded like as LeBron put up a 3.
Here we go. They bring it into LeBron. Here's the 3 for the tie. No good. And the Mavs win it 104-101. He got a pretty good look.
Yeah.
He got a pretty good look.
Deep in the corner, that's all he could do.
And the Lakers are going to come up just short after a valiant comeback.
Now, this game, and if you want to get on the lines right away, go ahead. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. If you want to jump on right away, feel free. Because the more I watched that fourth quarter, again, I'm not a moral victory guy. I'm not, we got close, we played hard, that's good. You got to give them credit for fighting back. They didn't just pack it in and say, hey, we're done. It's been a good week. We got a couple of days off. We're down 20. Let's ice the knees and be done with it. Get out of here. Nobody hurt. They battled back. Give them credit for that. But last week, was it when they fought back? I'm like, close enough. I'm not a moral victory guy, and I'm not going to play that tonight. But the more I watched that fourth quarter, the more irritated I got. Because, darn it, why did you put yourself in such a big hole early? Why, when LeBron and AD go off the court, nobody steps it up? Right? Mind you, they're playing without Cam Reddish. Growing soreness. You're going to see how long before he comes back. But I said this last night after they blew out I don't even know who they played last night. See, even I'm in a funk. You're going to have the nights where LeBron and AD are there, but you got to have somebody else step up. You got to have somebody who's going to be that other option. Because LeBron and AD cannot go 35 minutes and put on monster numbers every single time, and then nobody else helps out. At the half, when I did my halftime report, that's when I was getting annoyed. Because I looked at the stats. Lakers were down 62-46 right, at the half. First quarter, they were down by 4. Okay. And I wrote this down. That John Ireland said during the first half. Lakers are getting out-hustled, outshot, and out-rebounded. The out-hustle part cannot happen. Because at the half, LeBron had 5 points. Anthony Davis had 10. Looking around, Anthony Davis was the only guy with double digits and 10 points. Like, somebody else step up. Rui Hachimura, we've been asking for more minutes from Rui. Let's go. At the half, 4 of 10 shooting. Austin Reeves only took 5 shots at the half. Like, that's what was annoying me. Like, you guys are down 62-46. Like, where's that fight? Where's that effort? Where's that step up when, hey, LeBron looks tired tonight? Like, we need help for them. It's got to be a collective team effort. LeBron's going to lead you certain nights. AD's going to lead you. They're both going to do that. I think it was against Portland the other night when they battled. But tonight it's, hey, when not everybody is running fluid, somebody step up. And we didn't see that. And then what happens in the third and fourth quarter, or the fourth quarter actually? It's LeBron stepping up, AD stepping up. And I'm not a LeBron apologist. I'm not that. I know somebody's going to get mad at him for some of the passes that he make or whatever. But if LeBron doesn't do what he does, we're not even in that game at the end. But yeah, I was annoyed. Because how do you allow yourself to get down 20? How do you allow second chance opportunities to happen? How do you get out-rebounded again? Sloppy. 11 turnovers for the Lakers. 4 for Dallas. Offensive rebounds. 11 for Dallas. Again, like just the details, right? Like what do you, like just so many shots that were missed in the first quarter, easy in the paint that weren't there. So tonight they lost. Great effort. Hey, good job hustling back in effort. But that's not going to cut it because these are the games where they're winnable. You had them. Dallas couldn't hit the side of it. Couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat, as my old baseball coach would say, right? And they chopped into it. But none of this, hey, they fought. No. They fought. They climbed back in. That's not acceptable right now. Because you should never have been down that much. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. And then at the end, Darvin Ham decided not to take a timeout. Darvin Ham, you know what? Let's listen to Darvin Ham before we get to the crowd and everybody else in here and all that other stuff. I want to hear it because Darvin Ham's thoughts are coming up right now. So Darvin Ham on Spectrum Sportsnet. This is Darvin on the comeback.
I mean, it's just it's tough, man. You know, to put yourself behind the 8 ball like that over the first 3 quarters. We could have easily folded to 10, especially after having played the night before last night. But like I told my guys, we don't believe in moral victories around here. And, you know, as I said before, starting last year, you know, it's not just wins or losses, they're wisdom and lessons. And we got a lesson today. The way we buckled down in the fourth quarter, fought back, gave ourselves a chance. That's what you draw from that game. That's the lesson you draw from it. These first 20 games, you know, we haven't been whole, all our parts. You know, we've had guys in and out of lineup with various injuries at various times. So, you know, playing a game like this, a formidable ball club like Dallas, 2 elite first ballot Hall of Famers, playing really great basketball right now. You're going to have your hands full, but I'm proud of our guys, the way, you know, the character they showed, the competitive spirit that they showed, stepping up like they did, you know, facing a huge deficit and having 12 minutes to try to make something out of it. And we did that. We defended, you know, holding them to 13 points, scored 30 ourselves, but just, you know, couldn't quite make enough plays. So we came up a little short, but at the end of the day, you know, it's disappointing but not discouraging. I like what I saw, particularly in that fourth quarter.
Darvin Ham on Spectrum Sportsnet. A lot to unpack there. Like we saw in the fourth quarter, but you know, sometimes coaches are going to give you the coach speech. And then when they go back and their cameras are off, and I don't blame them. You can't go and explode if you're a coach and say what you really want to say. You got to play the media game. But you know Darvin is going to be upset with this one. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. Kelvin, Nathan, and James stay on the line. We're going to get to you guys coming up. Your calls are coming up. And that last sequence, Darvin Ham didn't call the timeout. We're going to go through the audio and see if he talked about that. Because before we get to the calls, I want to know what Darvin Ham was thinking about not calling the timeout. I've seen the tweets, but I want to hear it in his voice. Listen to Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
It's time for Lakers postgame.
Here's Beto Duran.
Lakers lose 104-101. Here with you. A lot of question marks tonight, too. Lakers did come back and battle. Give them credit for that. But at the end, they didn't close out the game. They had an opportunity. And I know a lot of you are upset with Darvin Ham. And one of the things that I was wondering, along with everybody else, is towards the end of the game, they didn't call a timeout. This is what Darvin Ham had to say as to why he didn't call a timeout late in that fourth quarter.
Darvin, a couple questions. What was the decision making after after Kyrie hit the three to kind of go live, and then you guys went? You had two timeouts. Why did you want to kind of keep playing? Did you like your rhythm?
Well, sometimes you don't want them to have the opportunity to sub in their defensive players. 1 point game, you try to allow the players to take advantage of it on the fly. You call a timeout in that situation, yeah, you may draw up a great look, but they're able to make subs. They're able to put their, above average / elite defenders in position to switch, and now they're comfortable with their five from a defensive standpoint. So you try to create a disadvantage and play in the flow. Some people believe in that, some people don't. I'm one that, especially when I have LeBron James on our team, and Austin and AD and D'Lo, AR, those guys, you just have to go for it. And that's what we did. We decided to do that, and I don't regret it one bit.
Okay, I hear him. I hear him there, because these are situations that they go through in practice. This isn't like, oh, let me just throw my hands up and see what happens. No, in practice, they work on these situations, if we're going to call the timeout or if we're not. I can see that. So if you got LeBron James and you can run it, I can see that from Darvin Ham. He rolled the dice and it came up short. Compton, let's go out to Kelvin. You're on Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN. Kelvin, you don't agree with that, huh?
Absolutely not. No, he's totally off base. I understand he's trying to cover for himself. He made a mistake. He talked about learning from losing and learning from experience, and he needs to learn from experience. He made a mistake in not calling the timeout and setting up something specific to get you a good open shot. That was a mistake. Learn from it. Secondly, if the players played with the same intensity that they played with in the fourth quarter the entire game, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But they didn't. So that somebody needs to be accountable for that. Yes, it was a good game. They came back, yes, but they should have won this game. They really should have. And Darvin Ham is wrong. He needs to admit that he was wrong and say, I learned from this. Next time when we have 19 seconds, I'm going to call a timeout. And you never anticipate that the other team's going to put in good defensive players. No, that's unacceptable.
All right, Kelvin, let me ask you this. What if LeBron hits the shot? Are you still this mad?
Yes, because I was at the game. I was saying, timeout, call timeout. But in fact, that wasn't even the shot he did. Number one, he was trying to throw a pass to AD. But yes, it would have been one of those things where you say, oh no, yay. But they didn't. And I think the odds are if you would call timeout, you would have had more options to what to do offensively. So you put in an option that if this defensive player is on you, then you pass it over to him because you had 19 seconds. It wasn't like you only had 3 or 4 seconds. So his explanation that they would put in a good defensive player, no, that's unacceptable, man. I'm surprised he even said that. Hey. And I like Darvin Ham.
Yep.
I do.
Yep. Kelvin, all right. I agree with you, man. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Yes, they're going to change their rotation if they do decide to do that. But Kelvin, even if they do decide to change that, why is LeBron passing it off? And also, if you have that timeout, you set up, aren't you going to get a better situational shot than what you had?
Yes, you are, and you set up different options so that if LeBron sees that he doesn't have the openings that he wanted, and LeBron could be the first option, you got Reeves, who hits clutch shots, and you got AD there. You got 3 options that you can call timeout, set it up. You got plenty of time. But to just not do anything, and then they're looking around, and you saw when LeBron threw that up, the first thing AD did was put his hands up like, was that for me? Mm-hmm. That's what he was saying.
That's
he said, was that for me?
Yeah, that's the frustrating part. Kelvin, how much are you going to grub on tomorrow?
Oh, I'm going to eat well because my birthday is on Saturday, so my family does. I always do a little extra because my birthday is always right around Thanksgiving. So I'm going to get together with family and have some turkey and some cranberry sauce and dressing and mac and cheese. All right. And watch football.
Oh, Kelvin, do me a favor, though. Make sure you call a timeout. That way you can figure out your game plan, okay?
You got it.
Kelvin, we appreciate your call every single time. Thanks for calling Lakers Postgame Show. He's a passionate dude. He always brings that. Appreciate Kelvin calling us. All right, before we move on to the calls, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. I was so fired up, I forgot to introduce the crew. Nice young man, Will Flores, the Wheels and Steels, getting everything for us. How you feeling, Will?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Also, shout out to my dad. Happy birthday.
Oh, what's his name?
Wilbert also.
Wilbert Sr.
We're very Salvadorian.
Well, make sure you get the pan for your dad for tomorrow.
Of course.
Feliz cumpleaños, señor Wilbert Flores. All right. In the back, we have DeAndre Hawkins, who's working the social media tonight. DeAndre, how you feeling? Oh, man. See, Wilbert, you messed him up. DeAndre, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right. We'll get to you guys later on the social media scene. And then tonight, working the social media, the kids in the back from the University of Virginia, I believe. It's Saeed Sharif. Did I say your name right, correct, Saeed?
Yeah, Saeed Sharif, but George Mason University.
Oh, George Mason, but you are from Virginia, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Saeed is making his debut on Lakers postgame tonight. He's here from George Mason University. We will get with him later on tonight. And Michael Funches, he's busy with the phone, so I already know how. Funch, how you feeling?
I'm good.
Hey,
I'm from Virginia, too. You know that?
Oh, all of a sudden, man. Funch, you got any numbers for me?
I do. Hold up here. Let me
give me a number. Give me a number, Funch.
Give me a number.
On the night where the Lakers lose 104-101.
Lakers came back from 20 points, but did you know that their biggest comeback in like nearly 20 years was last February in Dallas against Dallas? when they came back from 30 points.
So something against Dallas.
Yeah, there's something about Dallas where they just give up big leads.
All right. Let's get to the phones right now. Bunch. We're gonna rack them up right now. Get to the phones.
Got some people fired up, man, right now.
As they should. It's the night before Thanksgiving. They're probably stuck in traffic, and either that or they're getting told they got to do something. So let's go out to James in LA. You're on the Lakers postgame show on the night where they lose 104-101.
Hello?
Yeah, James, what's up?
Yeah, I'm frustrated with the coach, Darvin Ham, because he sits there and he knows that in the fourth quarter that almost 7 minutes in the fourth quarter that Dallas was out of fouls, but he still let all the players still shoot 10 and 15 footers and not go to the basket and try and get fouled. I could understand that the Lakers are a horrible foul team, but he needs to coach better than what he's doing instead of just sitting there just not saying, okay, boys, we close, but let's go ahead and get to the foul line.
Yeah. James, and I agree with you. Lakers did not do the job at the foul line tonight. They went 12 of 19 from the free throw line. Appreciate the phone call tonight. James, have yourself a good Thanksgiving. You're looking around, you're like, what kind of shots are we taking? If they're not falling, the mid-ranges, then in the fourth quarter, they turn it around. That's what the frustrating part is. It just, I think Michael even said in the first quarter, he counted like 7 bunnies that were missed in the paint. Like, those add up, and that's where the frustration part comes in. Upland, Nathan, you're on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. How you feeling, Nathan?
I'm feeling good, guys. I want to say happy early Thanksgiving to you guys. I'm not going to hear from you guys tomorrow, so be safe and have a good one. But I have something to say about Darvin Ham's timeout situation at the end. But, yeah, I kind of want to jump on Calvin's back on this one. The defense intensity in the fourth quarter, great, right? I mean, it was awesome. It was great. But I feel like even though we have, 16 games, 17 games this season so far, something like that, where I've seen this happen multiple times already where throughout the game the defense intensity isn't as good, and then fourth quarter comes and it's time to go, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like if they had that type of intensity throughout the whole game, right? Obviously, we got LeBron. We got to.
Thank you.
We got it right. They got to sit. They got to sit them for a little bit. I get it, right? They're old, whatever, but we're trying to win the game. And then one thing is, when Darvin Ham's talking about the defensive switches and all this. Like, when has Dallas played defense this year?
They're the worst in the league. They're the worst in the league.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Who are you afraid of on that team? I don't understand that. But good. We came back. Yes, it was entertaining. But you look at it, the over/under for this game was about 242 before the game started.
I'm not gonna say it was 244, but it was 244. Not that I pay attention to those kind of things.
Right?
Yeah,
exactly. Right. Well, the line changes. Maybe I caught it late.
What line? I don't know about any line, but 244.
But yeah. Anyways,
and the Lakers were favored too. Oh, Nathan, where'd you go? Oh, Nathan, we lost him on the phone. Oh, Nathan. Oh man. You know what? All our phones just went out right now. Oh, snap. Okay. We'll try to fix that. Let's see what happened. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776 on a night where the phone bank just went blank on my screen, so we'll try to fix that. Hey, not everybody can be full there for 48 minutes. We're not for all this show. LeBron James was on Spectrum Sportsnet talking about that last pass to AD.
Sure.
Well, let me play that again one more time. I think everything is quirky right now. Let's try this again. LeBron James on the last pass to AD.
Left a little short. Right read, just quarterback. I just left it short. I didn't leave my receiver and got picked off.
Oh, LeBron going third. Football analogy. All right, and Thanksgiving you're going to play Turkey Bowl. Austin Reeves on losing the comeback.
Any loss sucks. We're all competitors, and whatever it is that we're competing in, we want to win. The way the game played out. You put so much into it. In the fourth quarter to make the run that we did. We have to be better early in games, not to have to put ourselves in those positions. But ultimately, we can look at the whole game. but look at the fourth quarter and see a lot of really good things that we did, the way that we guarded them, and just played offensively with the pass. But nah, really, any loss, sucks and stings.
Absolutely. Any loss sucks and stinks. Tonight, player of the game came up short, but LeBron James is the reason the Lakers were in this game. LeBron James put him up late in the fourth quarter.
Here's Austin. Spins out of a double team. Got to the rim. 8-footer. Tipped in by LeBron. LeBron flew in from the left side, and the Lakers lead for the first time since the first quarter.
Ball's got to be in Kyrie Irving's hands now if you're Dallas.
101-99 Lakers.
LeBron James, the player of the game, driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy. LeBron brought the Lakers back in, but his shot at the end did not fall, and the Lakers lose tonight 104-101. They're 9-7 on the season. Points in the paint. They missed so many shots in the paint, Funch, but they still beat Dallas 52-36 in points in the paint. That's what makes it frustrating tonight. And points in the paint all season long. Sponsored by Vista Paint, locally owned and manufactured it for over 65 years. Vista Paint, your home for factory direct, high quality paint products. Vista Paint, your championship team of paint professionals for over 65 years. Nathan, you're back. All right, our phones are working. Nathan, you're back on 710 ESPN. Finish up.
Yeah, what happened there? No, yeah. I mean, just to put a little emphasis on it, I don't get who he's afraid of in the fourth quarter. Them bringing him in, they had 8 points by the time it was about 2-3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Defense was obviously playing intense. I just don't understand I think he just kind of maybe used that as a scapegoat or whatever it was, but I don't know. Who plays defense on that team this year?
Yeah, that's a big point. Nathan, hold on. Funch wants to give you a little something for you. Appreciate you. You need a break from every day? Well, fans, it might be your lucky day because tonight Fantasy Springs Resort Casino is giving away 2-night stay plus dinner, golf, or bowling for two. Make any day your lucky day. Book now at FantasySprings.com. It's not how you want to feel before you go to the Thanksgiving break, right? Lakers will be off tomorrow. Friday, they'll travel to Cleveland. Then the road trip starts. They'll be in Cleveland on Saturday, Philly on Monday. Again, the Lakers aren't jumping up and down and say, hey, we came back, we battled. No, you can sense the frustration in that locker room. Anthony Davis on Spectrum Sportsnet.
Yeah, it's tough. We had a shot to win the game. We got back in with our defense in the fourth quarter. Made some big-time shots, but I think our defense was key. Making them take tough shots and then just getting one shot and just getting down and running, executing on the offensive end. We don't celebrate moral victories, but we're a resilient team. We're going to keep fighting to the end.
Lakers at the end of the first quarter, well, they weren't down by double digits like we're used to, right? They were down 29-25. Second quarter, when LeBron and AD went to the bench, I even wrote down in my notes, like, okay, who's going to step up? Nope. Nobody did because they were down at the half. Where's my halftime notes? 62-46. At one point, they were down by 16 in the first half. Like, that's not going to cut it. You can't play from behind the entire time. And I know we want to harp on what happened at the end of the game, but it's also what happened in the beginning of the game. You go down early, and you're constantly fighting back, climbing back into the game. That takes a toll, and next thing you know, LeBron, a lot of minutes. AD, a lot of minutes. And AD, again, you're not going to make the excuse that, he's not 100% because he's a big man. He's never going to be 100%. Shooting 4 of 10 points, but he does something else when he's on the court. And that's why I won't jump all over Anthony Davis because, offensively, didn't look good tonight. But he grabbed you 13 boards, right? 4 assists, had a block, had a steal. Like, he was doing something. If he's not doing anything, then I'm going to get all over him. But you got to look at Anthony Davis with the entire scope. Matthew, you're at the game. Thanks for calling the Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN. Matthew, where'd you sit?
I sat in section 119. How's it going, guys?
What's up, man? So you're that's behind the basket, right?
It's right behind the bench. It's like 15 rows up.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you're over there. Okay, yeah. So you had a good view tonight.
Yeah, great view. Exciting game. We're down 20, I think, at one point, but incredible comeback.
Okay, hold on, Matthew. Yeah.
Are
you a season ticket holder?
I'm able to go to games through a season ticket holder.
So the reason I asked
get
that,
to go to a good amount of games.
So because you go to a good amount of games, you could have left early tonight. Why didn't you leave early?
Well, I mean, I never leave early from games. I love the Lakers. I like to see the game through. I mean, it was a nail biter, right? You're not going to miss that last shot that LeBron took. I mean, he makes those from a good amount of the time, and we would love to see it go through, but it didn't fall tonight. So actually, I originally called in because you guys were talking about the Darvin Ham timeout situation, and I'm an assistant coach at Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks.
Oh, okay. You guys have a fantastic program over there.
Yes, we do. We just got a good win today against Taft. We're looking to do great things. Hopefully, win another state championship this year.
Yeah.
I didn't mind not calling the timeout. I mean, you got to let great players play and make them, let them make plays to win games. And when you have LeBron and AD and Austin, like Darvin said, like you got to trust your guys. I was actually more surprised by the timeout that he took when Jackson Hayes was at the free throw line. I thought we had a lot of momentum. Jackson Hayes is not the best free throw shooter in the world, obviously. Mm-hmm. He played really hard tonight, even though we gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. I don't know what the number is, but the first three quarters, our team rebounding is really tough. But I just thought, to give him the best chance to make those two free throws, which he missed, and then LeBron missed two after that, was just play. Like, let those guys play as we were on a run. Let them play. Let them continue momentum. And once we took that timeout, we missed free throws. They got a couple buckets. I think Luka hit a tough fader on the left side. I'm sure Kyrie even hit one. I don't remember the sequences. I was engulfed in the game.
Yeah.
But I just thought that moment specifically it was tough. I would have loved to just see them play that out. And then, you have three timeouts or something like that going into the final 2 minutes, and you can really play with that and see what you can do and kind of clinch that game. And then the last thing is, I love LeBron. He's one of the greatest athletes, if not the greatest athlete of all time. And I just want to see him downhill. Like, he hit a bunch of threes, big threes. Mm-hmm. But percentages, like, he made his. I don't know what he shoots, probably in the 30s this year from three. Like, get downhill. That's what you're great at. You're probably the best ever at just getting downhill, make a play. The hero ball up one or two, that he missed on the right wing, like, that's tough. He makes those, but I would love to see just downhill basketball. But, yeah.
Yeah, right now, through tonight, LeBron is shooting 41% from three. He's averaging 26 points. Matt, let me ask you this. As an assistant coach at Notre Dame, so Matt Sargent, your head coach, and I said it, you're going to have that play where Darvin Ham said he decided not to call a timeout. You guys practice that, right? Like, we're going to call a timeout or we're not going to timeout, right? That's all planned? I'm not making that up.
I mean, not all. I mean, we definitely do situational stuff. You have to practice late game situations. But I think it depends on the feel of the game. I think depending on how your players are playing and how you're feeling as a team, like, sometimes you just got to let it ride, and sometimes, you need to regroup. A lot of times you have set plays that you're going to run in crunch time situations or sets or whatever it is. You're trying to get a specific guy into a spot to get a good shot. But I think, like, you practice various situations, down two, down three, down one. And, as the game plays out, you just kind of roll with it, whatever the game plan or feeling of the game is. And players have to make plays.
All right, but you still would have called the timeout, right?
Me, I honestly don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
All right. Okay.
I'm with Darvin on this one. I like.
I see the coaches stick together. Coaches stick together. All right. There we go. That coach of fraternity. Matthew, appreciate the phone call. Good luck to the Knights this season. Do not be a stranger. And your athletic director at your school is a good dude, man. Good friend of mine. Appreciate you giving us a call. All right. Coming up, we are going to check in on the social media. We don't have a name for our segment, but Funch is over here saying an homage to David Letterman. What do you want to call it?
With social media trendings from the kids in the back.
From the kids in the back. Okay. From the home office in Des Moines, Iowa. Lakers lose tonight. They battle back, but they lose 104-101. You listen to the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
is the Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
Call now to be part of the Lakers Postgame Show and react on the game.
Once again, here's Beto Duran.
Lakers lose 104-101. They weren't blowing the whistle. Thanksgiving Eve. I know you're driving around and wherever you may be. And before we go to something else, the social media squad giving us the update of what's going on, because there was a buzz. It was some energy at Crypto.com Arena tonight from the get-go. I want to send a shout out to everybody that works at Crypto.com Arena. The other night, Funch, I was telling you, a lot of the ushers, the security guards were talking like, hey, man, we listen on the drive home, appreciate you. Some higher ups and other people just walking around like, hey, like somebody saw my credential, like, oh, you're Beto. Hey, I listened to you on the drive home. Entertaining. We appreciate it. Thanks for what you're doing. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that works at Crypto.com Arena, the ushers, the security guards. And I don't want to say them by name because I don't want anybody to get in trouble, but thank you so much for what you do every single game for myself, for our staff, for the Laker fans that go to games. And thank you for driving home. I told you, give us a call. I'll take your call right away. Let me know where you're at. But thank you so much for everything you do. And we work together a lot. And you're the unsung hero. So appreciate everybody that helps us out at Crypto.com Arena from the moment we walk in. Fonch, you got any other little nuggets, little numbers that you popped up in your head?
Yeah, we got a really, really bad stat. AD tonight, second half, 20 minutes, 0 points, 1 turnover, 0 for 3.
0 points?
0 points.
Oh.
Womp, womp, womp.
Wow.
0 points.
At the half, AD, I'm looking at his box score right now. 10 points, 7 boards. Yikes.
And then you saw down the stretch that, he wasn't in a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Darvin was riding the hot hand.
Yep.
Can I throw in something?
Yes, DeAndre, go for it.
Yeah, go.
The fact that he's not being productive in the second half when the Mavs relatively ran a small guard lineup with Derek Lively being out, it's kind of shocking to me.
Yeah, Derek Lively went down with injury, and the Lakers didn't take advantage of that.
That's something I was telling the guys in the studio, too. Like, once Derek Lively went out, that's when the Lakers started started winning the battles in the board and stuff like that.
Yeah, we would have broke that down more if Darvin Ham was such a hot topic tonight. It's the one that an old boss of ours used to say this, Funch. Remember him?
Play the hits.
Play the hits, baby.
Play the hits,
baby. Play the hits, baby. So before we got into the breakdown of the X's and O's, it was, Darvin Ham, it's he moves the needle, good or bad, for Laker fans tonight. All right, let's go out to our social media segment. No mind of Michael tonight because tonight's game was intense. It was back and forth, so Michael didn't really give us anything like that. No crazy mind of Michael's. But we do have our social media squad ready to go. DeAndre Hawkins, who recently just got promoted here at 710 ESPN.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it.
You're going to be hearing him more often during the afternoon shows. And Saeed Sharif.
Yes, sir.
There it is from George Mason University. He's an intern with us this semester. All right, so you guys know how this works, right, DeAndre?
Oh, yeah, of course. Come on, now we're ready to go.
Oh, let's go. Take it over from the kids in the back. From the home office of Dubuque, Iowa.
Hey, man, speaking of energy from the jump, did y'all see Grant Williams just shoving LeBron like 7 seconds to the game?
Playoff intensity, man. Playoff intensity today.
So that was Grant Williams in the beginning of the game. Grant Williams from Tennessee. All right, so he and LeBron went right back at it. You like that?
To be honest, it's crazy because Grant, I've always known Grant as just like such a sweetheart. You know what I mean?
Okay, first of all, Saeed, you're the only one in this building who knows about Grant Williams. How do you know about Grant Williams?
I mean, just seeing him at Tennessee and also pregame being there socially covering the Lakers at ESPN Los Angeles on all our platforms.
Okay,
cool. Grant Williams expert here.
Yeah, no, the thing is,
this guy. I mean, if you look at him, he looks like
DeAndre. Did you know Grant Williams?
I did not know Grant Williams. I mean, what the crazy thing is that before he got his pregame routine going on, he did a lap around the court.
I was hoping you'd bring that up.
He did a lap on the court and dapped at every single body.
Yes, he did. So Grant Williams from Tennessee, he started for them tonight. He did that. He went and dapped up every single person that was around the court, security guards, members of the media, fans that were there. If you were there when he was on the court, you got dapped up. And I thought that was pretty cool, man, because he did that for a couple of kids that were on the floor, and they looked at him like, huh, what? And he's 6'6", Good dude, good sized dude.
Oh, yeah.
Had a big smile, but just like you said, Saeed, once the game started, he and LeBron went at it.
Yeah, it's like, to be honest, like when you like. Oh, I'm like clueless right now.
no, you're not clueless.
Like,
you're all right. You're all right.
It's not about being clueless. It's more like you do all that pregame, you dap everybody up, and then you get into like a fight with the king. It's like where are your morals? You know what I mean? Like, are you a good guy? Are you a bad guy? Especially being at Tennessee, it's like the Volunteers always great people. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. All right. That was a good one. Good start, Saeed. Doing a great job on your debut here, man. All right.
My thing is the amount of star power that was courtside today was actually pretty crazy.
All right, Saeed, real quick. Where are you from?
So I'm from Alexandria, Virginia.
Oh, get out of here. Yeah, that's where I'm from, too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Fudge, you're from Chino Hills, fool. You and LeVar Ball.
I had a life before you, Beto.
No,
I had a life before you came in my life, Beto.
I've known you 20 years. You never mentioned Alexandria, Virginia.
We'll talk off the air, Saeed.
Exactly. All right, so Saeed, is this your first Laker game you've covered as a member of the media?
As a member of the media, yes. First Laker game I've covered.
Okay, all right. And you were telling me before that you've covered Washington Wizards games.
Oh, man.
I'm
sorry to hear that.
The difference is?
It's night and day. It's unbelievable. You go from literally prison to freedom.
Wow. Jeez, you got some one-liners here, too.
Hey,
boom.
Saeed ready to take my job. Good for you, man. I like this.
Trust me, just growing up in the DMV area, just dealing with all the management, people overpaying for veteran athletes, it's a sad place, man.
All right, cool.
I'm a Commanders fan. I don't know if you know what sad is, man.
All right, so go, Saeed. So the star power. I want to hear your star power for the kid.
Oh, man. Yeah, star power, man. From Queen Latifah to from Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
the whole TMT crew walking by with bodyguards on bodyguards. It's pretty crazy. And unfortunately, Jason Derulo, but
who?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
exactly.
Yeah, I know.
No, I didn't hear the
on the big screen
Jason
too, and I'm
Derulo.
like, no one clapped for him.
No, I didn't hear the name. I'm sorry.
Jason Derulo.
Oh, I haven't heard that name in a while. Okay, so I didn't hear the name.
Shout out to Puka Nacua, too.
Puka Nacua was there, yeah.
You know, the Rams actually got an interesting name for him. His nickname for the Rams is Puka Doncic.
Yes, that's right.
Why
Puka
is that?
Doncic.
I never understood why they call him Puka Doncic. I mean, because he makes some magic on the field too, just like how Luka's doing a little bit of magic tonight on the court.
Cool.
He's from Slovenia.
All right. So you like that? Cool. What else you got? One more?
We got lots today.
I was gonna
one
say,
thing that was actually really trending today was the Clippers. Obviously, they played the Spurs today in San Antonio, and Kawhi Leonard obviously did a lot for the San Antonio organization. And during the San Antonio Spurs game and Clippers game tonight, Leonard was getting booed during the game, and Popovich went on the court in the middle of the game and went out and told the fans to, hey, let's not boo, no more booing. Let's get over that. It's been 5 years now. Let it go. Stop booing him.
Wait. During the game?
During the game, like Kawhi Leonard he caught the ball, ref handed the ball to shoot free throws. Kawhi was going through his free throw routine, and the crowd was booing him. Popovich went on straight on the court during the game and said, "Hey, let's calm down. Let's stop booing him. It's been it's been 5 years."
Beto, he grabbed the PA announcer, like the PA announcing system. He grabbed the microphone.
No,
and
he
said
didn't.
that.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Oh, it's
Did you guys tweet on the ESPN LA account?
We did not tweet on the ESPN LA account.
Or put it in the community.
We'll put it in the community.
Put it in the community so I can check this out. Wow.
And it sucks.
That sounds like an SNL skit.
Yeah, it sucks because the fans booed him harder once he, said, "Hey, stop booing Kawhi." Like they booed him like even more.
This isn't like a college kind of thing. Like
you would think it's a skit, to be honest. But I'll say this: if anybody has that cachet or has those cojones, it's Pop.
Those people in San Antonio better kiss his feet.
Popovich. Okay, I want to check out that video. All right, good job, DeAndre Hawkins and Saeed Sharif. A fantastic debut, my man. Come back anytime. Very well done. Great job by you guys tonight.
Appreciate it.
Man, that was strong. Funch, how'd you feel about the show tonight?
It's great.
Nice guy. Will, what'd you feel?
Amazing as always, Beto.
All right. Saeed, DeAndre, appreciate you guys. Everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving. We will be back on Saturday. A little Saturday night action, a little Lakers postgame.
LeBron goes home.
LeBron goes home. Tomorrow I'm running a 5K in the morning. What are you doing, Funch?
Waking up and driving to San Marcos for the in-laws at Thanksgiving.
You're not Alexandria, Virginia, huh?
No.
Will, make sure you have some Salvadorian food tomorrow. We'll take care of you. DeAndre and Saeed, appreciate you guys as always. Lakers lose 104-101. Thanks for listening to the Lakers postgame show. I'm your host, Beto Duran. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. And do not eat too much turkey. I say load up on the pumpkin pie because that's what I'm going to be doing. Lakers lose 104-101 on the Lakers postgame show on 7.